Hello and welcome to the Vasilia Romeon channel. My name is Michael and today we continue our campaign in Europa Universalis 4. This is the Antebellum modification and we are playing as the East Rome. In the last episode we fought a war against the Sicilians and we returned all of the southern and central Italy to ourselves. We are now basically in control of what the Roman Republic had in control. We're right before the first Punic War, except for Tuscany. If we also had Tuscany under our control, that would be it. Now we are still at war with the Celestial Empire because we are the protector of the faith, and they declared war on our Titarian, not allies, but same faith guys. Brothers in faith, let's put it that way. Now, all of our armies currently are in Italy. We're gonna probably leave a couple of them just right there, but a couple others we're gonna bring back to our eastern possessions because the Celestial Empire is currently besieging our holdings in there, which is absolutely unacceptable. Another thing we might want to do is to consolidate our positions in Italy. If we can take any of the development from here. Oh, probably we already did in the last episode. Whatever. Now we're gonna just core it all. Okay, we can do it here. There we go, we are coring it, and now let us send this army to Salento and this army to Lucania, while these boys, one of them we shall send to Roma, while the other shall stay in Neapolis. There's also a new idea group that we can take, probably it should be something for military. Let's get the professional ideas. Okay, there's some things we can do, like the beacons. Oh no, we don't need that. So, Sicily no longer considers us a rival. Rome reclaimed, although not always directly controlled by the Empire. Rome finally has severed, or rather finally severed all Byzantine ties when Pope Leo III crowned Charlemagne Holy Roman Emperor. Now, however, the city is back in our hands, and although it has suffered much, it is still a highly prestigious city to control. 25 prestige, even though we have 100, so we won't get anything from it, and 50 diplomatic power. Now, boys, get here, and to the Dyrrachium we go. Same with you. This army we shall send to... Well, first let's send it to Aleppo, or rather to Antiochia. Go to here, and we shall send them to Dyrrachium as well. You shall go to Trebizond, and now since Sicily isn't a valuable or like possible ally for us anymore, they were weakened beyond repair after the last war. The embargo that we had against them is way too costly. So the war just happened, white peace. Okay, so that's good. Stratos Dithikos, you can stay in Nisus, while you stay in Constantinopolis. There is a revolt in Moldavia, or rather not Moldavia, in Wallachia. From there we shall send this army to deal with these rebels. And let's just wait for our holdings in Italy to consolidate. But we might also need to increase the size of our standard army to say 40,000, because I think it's time for that. And so we would also might wanna do the same thing with our fleet in terms of the transports at least. Let's bring these numbers up to these numbers. There we go. Dealt with the rebels of our vassals. And if we can, we shall spend this money to increase the size of our armies. Okay. So we have plus 42 gold per month additionally, despite us having to deal with overextension. So I think we can afford to increase the size of our armies to one of these was too much. And there we go, something like this would put it to 40,000 troops. And we might also want to start drilling them. And yes, since we are also building some ships, this army won't be able to get all of those infantry regiments right away. Or maybe they will, maybe they are not being trained in the same provinces, I don't know. But I would expect that they are actually being trained in the same provinces. So they are demanding that we return Perugia to the empire. We of course will decline, and we shall actually remove it from the empire once we can do that, once we core those provinces. So we lost about 10 gold a month by recruiting those additional units. So I think we can do the same thing in Nisus. Let's tell them to actually drill, and we shall hire additional boys. Regency, or rather regency. Okay, so our emperor is 6 years old, and now there is a regency by Burgers David Aprenos. Okay, so which means that we won't be able to declare wars for 8 or rather almost 10 years. Well, that's a good time to actually consolidate, to build some stuff, to do some great stuff inside our empire. We are ahead of time, so we can invest some of our points into our provinces. For example, let's develop central Anatolia. It's high time we do that. Let's start with developing administrative and productional stuff. We shall save our military points for the ideas. Let's bring all that to 10, or just a wee bit more than 10. Yeah, something like this. We can do the same in Bucalarium, in Bufflagonia. Good. So let's take a look at our edicts. So there's only one here. We might want to do the same thing here in Rome, as it's called. It's actually pretty cheap to develop as well. Unfortunately, we can't develop much more due to the fact that we don't have much administrative power. And there's no need for this edict. We shall revoke it. There we go. Every edict takes some of your money away. Now, how is our patriarch authority? It's pretty good. But we shall consecrate some additional ones here and there. We are at 90 here and as well here. There we go. And now we are at 100% patriarchal authority, which is great. Another thing we might want to do is to keep converting our boys to Greek culture. Not in Theodosiopolis though. I mean, we can do it, but I would rather wait until we either have Greek culture close to it or until we get at least to 10 development in here. And we can, no, we can't do it in Ante. We can do that in Amida though. Now the question is, do we want to convert all this stuff to Greek and say all the way to Mosul it will be Syrian culture and all to the north will be Greek culture? We would rather get some money from here. Okay, let's convert these guys to Greek and everything else will be converted to Syrian. There is still some separatism in those provinces. Boom, boom, boom. So we cored the Italian possessions. Okay. Before we core them any further, we would rather... I mean, if we do it right away, that would be way too little money. Let's convert these guys first. And they also converted these provinces to... Okay, not all of them, just this one, to Neapolitan. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we get money. We can also... No, we actually would rather try to acquire some more administrative power in order to core all of those provinces in Italy. So, no development for now. Alternatively, what we might want to do is to build some of this stuff in our provinces. Yeah, let's do that. And also we can build some better roads from, say, here and maybe all the way to here as well. We might also want to connect these guys. Let's do it this way for now. So we spent all of our money for that. That's okay, not a big deal. In terms of rebels, there are mostly possible rebellions in Italy, but also there are Ardalan and Iraqi separatists in the east. Well, they are not that important, neither they are dangerous, but we shall keep that in mind. We now core all of these boys, and in terms of cost, Rome will be the most expensive one to convert. Do we have inflation? No. We might wanna hire this guy because he's cheap and he'll give us 3 additional points into admin. Let's start converting this thing. Okay, conversion of Arbuzi happened. Avellino will be next. Now we can go for this idea. Army drill gain modifier plus 33, which is great. So this whole state was converted. We can destroy the one in Urbino because we have one in Ancona. We can actually increase it to a star fort to Not increase, but upgrade. Now, let's wait for those, and let's start converting Neapolis. We can core Perugia. Okay, so there is the revolt in Ancona. We have an army here. There we go. They are wrecked, so we go back to Roma. And now, let's see if we can not convert, but to core this thing. There we go. So Lazio was converted. Now what we want to do is to decrease their autonomy where we can and start taking their development, at least in those provinces that are not Umbrian. Umbrian we shall leave. We actually will accept it right now. So now Umbrian is accepted, but Neapolitan we shall convert to Umbrian. Conversion successful. There is a revolt in Capua. And okay, we gotta wait until we crush them. Now we can convert Capua. Napoli is also converted, which means that now we shall issue an edict of religious unity in Lazio, and we shall start converting these guys as well. There we go. Now in terms of these provinces, we should start slowly coring them as well. Okay, it's still quite expensive. No, and no. And also I think we can remove Perugia from the Holy Roman Empire. That's the only sensible things to do, considering that they are nothing more than pretenders, while we are the Roman Empire controlling the city of Rome itself finally. Okay, now let us slowly keep converting and coring this stuff in Italy. Capua is converted, Perugia will be next, and we shall revoke this edict and core Urbina and everything else afterwards. Now Capua was cored, we will revoke autonomy and take out some of their development. There we go, same thing here. It will be cheaper for us to convert them that way. Now, okay, so that's good. Ancona next. So here we can slowly start converting, say, Bari to Greek, but everything north of this line will be converted to Umbrian. Or we might actually want to convert all of these provinces all the way here to Greek, but all to the north of it will be Umbrian. I don't know. I mean, considering that Neapolis was initially a Greek city, so why not? Okay, so that would mean that we might also want to convert Capitanata. We will do it, but a bit later. So we also converted Lazio Umbria to our culture, we might want to revoke this edict, but we will only be able to do it next month. Also, our army in Constantinople lost its general, then a higher one, Demetrios Psalos, brother of this guy, I assume. And next we shall pour Anbusi, and that way Umbria and Umbria, this one is the only one that is Neapolitan. We'll leave it at 10. It's an even number and I like even numbers, you know. Now we shall revoke, and there was this edict, I never noticed it. Same thing, yeah. There we go. No unnecessary edicts, and when it comes to cultures, let's remove all of these development from the provinces that shouldn't have too much of it. Free money. Okay. These, and then in Serbia we not necessary can do it, but we shall do it. There we go. And then we might want to start converting them, but not quite yet. A bit later. For now, much more important thing to convert will be Italy and also the East. Oh good, we can get free stability. By all means. Here in the East, these guys can't be converted quite yet. And here Salerno, I should have actually revoked the autonomy though. Ah, whatever. So there is a revolt in Perugia. Go in, boys, take them out. Great. Next we might want to bring these armies to the template, so to speak. 20,000, 10, 10. Also, let's actually organize a new template. Create template 20, 10, 10, and that will be new Imperial Army. Save. There we go. So, how our aggressive expansion looks like. It's kind of bad in the east, it's okay in the west. Next, we're gonna declare war on... Who can we even declare war on? Not on Sicily for now, but we can go to war against the Lizards, or as they're called now, Abbasids. We shall take... Will soon go away. We shall take all of these stuff. We might want to... Oh, they would like to be my vassals. That's great. Thinking about it, we might want to vassalize these Anisa guys and to make them, say, the kind of Gaza needs, or There were Lachmids and Ghassanids, who were the vassal states of Byzantium and the Sassanid Empire. We might want to leave them and say, like, from here to say here. And that will be our vassal state in Arabia. I don't know, maybe something like this. Because, I mean, if we take Man for ourselves, of course there's Petra here, but, I mean, look at these, that wouldn't be a beautiful border. And I like to see beautiful borders. Borders supposed to be beautiful. Okay. My vassals are having rebellions all the time, which is not perfect. Okay, so you shouldn't drill. You will. You shouldn't. Oh wait, it's the other way around actually. You shouldn't, you should. The Sicilian rebellion is in Roma of all places, since it was their actual capital. Now here in Italy, an interesting question will be whether or not we can vassalize these boys. Free city, county. We can vassalize Ferrara. And Ferrara get a claim on Modena, which would allow us to actually take it from these guys. But in order for us to vassalize these guys in Italy, we might want to instead start annexing these Romanian boys, because we have their culture as an accepted culture. So we probably should start doing just that. Let's improve relationships with them, with Moldavia as well. And we shall annex them soon. And we will have some sort of Great Dacia in our possession or something. However you wish to call it. Now we might want to spend some of our money to finish this road project that we had in here. From here to say here, all the way to Sevastia, as well as to here, to Kilikia and Tarsus. And we might even want to build something like this. And maybe even to sign up. Basically, we're gonna build roads in all of our Anatolian positions, because why not? If only we had money. Oh, damn it. I like this event. Absolutely. My favorite one. I guess it's the favorite event of any EU4 player. How old is our heir? 10 years old, so it's 6 more years of this stuff. So we converted Mush, which means that now we can convert Theodosiopolis, Van, Bitlis, and Hisenkev. There we go. We cannot convert these boys for now. Okay. So we are at 170 and 176 with the Wallachians and Moldavians. Soon we shall have 190, and we'll be able to integrate them. That would allow us to get some new vassals, say, in Italy. We lost one advisor, we're gonna hire one. We can afford to get this expensive guy. No, he's not only a Muslim, he's also a Mashriki. Okay, now We are at 188 with Wallachians. Start annexing them. And we are at 185 with Moldavians. 188. Next month we'll start annexing them too. And from their armies we shall form a new army called Army of Romania, I think. We also converted some more provinces in the east. There's still some separatism in these provinces. A new idea, leader cost minus 10%. So, by the time our emperor is old enough to rule independently, I think we'll be able to annex these two guys. And ideally we should start to do the same thing with the Transylvanians. Let us improve relationships with them. The annexation process is not quite as fast as you might want to be, but neither it is too slow. Because sometimes it's just less than % a month. We are actually getting exactly a % a month. 100 months or something among those lines. Let's actually continue. Oh, god damn it. It's not our technology, so whatever. And if we have enough money, let's indeed cover all of our Anatolian possessions with these roads. Because why not? Why not cover it? I have no idea. Base stack in Constantinopolis. 60 development in the city. Is there any provinces on the map that has more than that? I don't see any, at least in Europe. Maybe there is something in China. Okay, it doesn't seem to be anything of this sort in China either. Yeah. Let's get some stability for free. Okay. Let's probably go for speed 5 since there's not much happening anyway. And now let's also start the process of annexation with Transylvanians. Good. And now let's just sit and wait. Might want to drill this army as well. These guys are fully drilled, and here we might want to see how much professionalism we have, and that is 49%, almost 50. Oh, another issue is that we now only have one fleet protecting our shores, so we might want to take about 10, wait, not these, shebeks, about 10 of these, select them, split them in two. You will hunt pirates in Ragusa, and you shall hunt pirates in, say, Venice. There we go. That way we shall protect at least some of our shores from their raids. Alternatively, we might want to build the naval batteries everywhere. It it also would appear that the regency will end sooner than the process of annexation finishes. How sad. We can get these tech. We are still 3 years ahead of time, so I would rather not. So the process of annexation is at 40% with Wallachia and Moldavia, but it's only at 15% with the Transylvanians. So let's go for speed 4, pause it. But there is no university in Dorylaeum. You are lying to me. Ioannis Angelos, his heir is also Ioannis. 433. I mean, the guy is happy he got a son at 50 years old age. Anyway, let us invest probably some of our points here. Considering how cheap it is, we can invest all of them. And Sevastia will be the last one to get it. Great. So we developed central Anatolia somewhat. We converted some of the provinces in the east to Greek culture. Okay, so now we can convert Ante as well. We'll convert them to Syrian. And all of these guys we shall also convert to Syrian. Syrian, Sinjartu, Syrian. I mean, we can convert them as well, but it will be pretty expensive, so let's wait for now. They are again at war with the Celestial Empire. Interesting. Okay. Well, now since we have our emperor ready to rule, we might want to finish this episode. It was this sort of episode that we spent for consolidation and getting ready for new wars. And in the next one we shall start one with the Abbasids. We shall crush them and we shall hopefully retake not only their possessions in the Holy Land, but also at least some of their possessions in Egypt. We won't be able to annex the whole thing, I assume, but if we can annex the most of it, that would be pretty cool. Anyway, my friends, I hope you enjoy this, and I see you in the next one. Goodbye.